welcome to using Smart Response for assessments. In this video, we are going to learn how to set up our teacher tools and how we can um, go about putting in students into our class. First thing you want to do is you want to go to the Start menu, go to All Programs, scroll down until you find Smart Technologies. Then in Smart Technologies, look for Smart Tools, and then you want to do Response Teacher Tools. But if you're going to do this for any length of time, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right-click this, and then you're going to want to pin this to the taskbar. That puts the icon right down here at the bottom where you'll use it a lot. So you can then use that icon to start the Smart Teacher Tools. And the first time you do this, you're going to have to set it up. So you will want to put your name in here, put in Mr. John Souders School, GEHS, and district is WCLSD. And then click Save. That sets up your classroom, and it'll ask you where you want to save it. So all you need to do then is just click it to Documents is the best place to put it. So put it in your Documents library and click Save. That'll be the last time you have to do that. Then what you have to do is you have to add classes. So click Add Class, and then give your class a name. So I have Biology Bell 1. Actually, let's do Bell 7. And the reason for doing Bell 7 is it's going to put these in order. And so if you want your first Bell class to be on the top, you have to put it in last. All right, once you have the class set up, you'll notice if you click these tabs across the top that there are no students in there. There are a couple of ways to put students in. One way is to just click and you can start typing student ID, their first name, their last name. But there's a faster way to do it. If you go to your progress book, you can do a report that will give you that information that you can then import. So we're going to go to select a report in progress book, and we're going to go to student demographics by class, and then click run. That's going to open up a dialog box that you can then use to get the data that we need. Once the dialog box opens, all you need to do is look for where it says class, and then click the class that you want. We're going to go to my 7th Bell class and click View Report. It has optional filters in here, but you can filter it out at this level, but then when you go to export it, you get the data anyway, so there's no sense in trying to filter at this point. All right, once the data pops up, you'll notice all of your students with a whole bunch of data, including all of the information about their address. Okay, all that stuff didn't show up. In any case, we can then export this information because all we really need is the student last name, the student first name, and student ID. So then what you have to do is go up here to this box where it says select a format. You're going to click comma separated file, CSV, comma delimited. Click that and then click export. And it's going to create a file. You'll see it down here on the bottom in the download bracket. Click it, click open. It should open in Microsoft Excel. All right, now you'll see all of the data, including students' address, parents' names, and everything. But again, all we really want are the student's last name, the student's first name, So in order to get rid of all the other data, we are going to click the tops of the columns, right click, and then delete rows, or excuse me, delete columns. We don't need the student's middle name. We don't need school. Actually, we don't need any of this information once we get past ID. So click delete, and all that goes away. So then we have the student's last name, the student's first name, and the student's ID. Now, this is kind of interesting because in order to be able to import, we need to change the header data so that it says student family name, and then student given name, and then student ID, but we got to take the underscore out here. And then we want to save this file. So just click the X, it'll ask you if you want to save, and you should say yes. All right, so go to File, Save As, and then make sure you know where you're putting this file. All right, so I'm going to save this into my G drive. So it says Souders John up here, and then I'm going to give it a name. Call it Bio Bell 7. And then this is really, really important. See where it says Save As Type? It says Unicode Text. You need to make sure that we save it as a CSV, delimited file. Then click Save. It'll give you this warning message telling you that some of the features may not be compatible. That's okay. What we want to do with it, it'll work. Click Yes, and then you can close this dialog or close this window. All right, once you have that file saved, you need to go back and open up your teacher tools file and go to import right here in the top left hand toolbar. Click import students. It'll ask you what class. We only have one, so that's the one we're going to choose. Click next. Then click comma separated values and next. And then you're going to have to go find the file. So we're going to go to Souders John. It's the only file I have there. Click open. And one or more students are invalid. Student IDs must be between 1 and 15 digits. Okay. All right, so the problem there is I had the headers on the columns named incorrectly. So when you do this, you have to have family name, given name, not student family name. Just put family name, given name, and student ID. Then what you need to do is go into Teacher Tools, click Import Students, Bell 7, next, comma separated values, next, and it'll say importing. You choose the class, and then voila, your import was successful. So now you will see these are all of the students in my 7th Bell class. And you can do that for all of the classes that you have. All you have to do is go back over here, add a class. So I have zoology, fifth bell, add, and I could do the same thing. So you go to import students, the class, comma separated values next, and then just choose the file. Hopefully I would do that with a different file, but there it is, import successful. Click OK. So now I have two classes, and as it turns out, they have exactly the same students in them, but that's okay because we're going to delete them. That is how you import all the names into your teacher tools.